Another week, another episode fails to come out. Sorry about that. I feel like I'm saying sorry to you guys a lot. This time the sidekick was unwell again. Nothing serious, but enough that that's where all my attention was. Missed the date. Sorry about that. As I said before, the odds on it continuing to be a problem over the next few weeks are quite high. So, if an episode doesn't come out, don't assume I'm dead. I'm sure the next one will be along shortly. Anyway, we've got Europa today. Hello, my name's Damien, I'm that Dragon Football Manager, and welcome back to Gibraltar. We have a complete dead rubber of a game against Northern Ireland, but I thought another chance to see the international side would be good. And then we played Europa, in what, it has to be said, is quite an important match. First of all, I noticed that Tyrell Beckwith now plays for Torino. I don't know when or how that happened. Torino, I assume, are Serie A. They are 11th in Serie A. And he moved for £7.5 million. That's not bad, is it? Apart from that, I don't think anyone else has moved that we wouldn't have expected. There have been some fairly big signings around the country. We'll get to some of those in a minute. First things first, what we've been doing. You saw us beat St Joseph's 8-1. We then beat the Lions 3-1 away. Eton, Dover and Woods with all three of them. Man 62 8-0 at home. Eton with a hat-trick. Mello Kelly, Tyrese Simpson with a hat-trick. And Craig Rickard with another one. And then a rather disappointing 1-0 win away at Mons Calpe with an admittedly quite rotated side. So we have Europa in this game. Now, we're second behind Europa. And you look at that goal difference and think, how can we be second? We've got a goal difference of 7, 9, 17, 18. Surely we can't be behind Europa by much. Yeah, just the 10 goals in it. And I put it on Twitter and Facebook. There's not often that you can come out of an 8-1 win on the first day of the season and not be top of the league. And yet Europa won their first game 10-0. A quick scout into their transfers, which are going to come in handy, I imagine. They spent a fair chunk of change. George Cunha from Southend, a Portuguese centre-forward. I am looking forward to this man becoming a Gibraltarian if he stays long enough. I really hope he stays long enough. He scored 6 goals in 3 games for Europa. He's got pace, he's got finishing, he's a fantastic centre-forward. A Southend boy, 51 goals and 194 in League One. A very, very good striker. And he is going to become Gibraltarian in 580 days. Although I don't really understand this, and feel free to explain it in the comments. 580 days there, but if you go to the eligibility page, it says... Oh, is it? Okay, no, never mind, forget it. Ignore that. There. 580 days to go. So in 580 days, which is less than 2 years, this man will be Gibraltarian, if he stays. God, do I hope he stays. Promising, no? Then Reith O'Brien from Southampton, a 23-year-old Scottish centre-half with under-21 caps, but no first-team caps. Very quick centre-half. Those are good words. Those are happy words. Hopefully never gets called up for Scotland, although there's something about the Scottish that they never seem to want to convert. Like, you think of Mr. McGrewer or Mr. Stewart, they will not convert to Gibraltarian, even though they're now getting to the point where I'm not even sure I want them anymore. And I'm hoping this guy won't be the same. But again, plenty of time to wait. 149 out of 730 days completed there. But a very good centre half. And yes, I know it's a bit weird. I'm going through somebody else's transfers, not my own. But that's 2 of mine. But these ones are more important for the national team. Kyle Ross from Southend. I got excited about this man as well. Left winger, pace, physicals. Oh, what a beautiful player. And then I clocked that he's played 14 times for Northern Ireland. So that's the new problem we're going to have. And, poaching players left, right and centre is brilliant, but actually there's going to come a point, and it's obviously starting to come around the corner now, where some of these players are already declared and we can't poach them. Now, obviously, a Portuguese striker probably isn't going to get in the Portugal side before we get to him. But the Scottish centre-half, 23 years old, every chance he gets in the Scotland side before he gets into ours. And that's a bit of a worry, because we need that. We need these players to be coming in. We do know that every club is now professional in this country, but, well, the last youth intake I got was pretty dross. So, I've just looked at the picture of myself. I am disgusting. I do apologise. There is a lumpy puddle talking to you from the corner of the screen. Those of you in European countries who are used to high temperatures, just remember, the UK does not have air conditioning, as a rule. That's why we all handle it so badly. Okay? Okay. Lewis Webber's in goal with Mullen, Shotton, Ramuni and Beckwith along the back four, Daly and Galliano on the centre mid, Harrison and Eaton on the wings, Caetano and Williams up top. We're asking a lot of these boys, but if we can get something off Northern Ireland, that would be pleasant. Like, we want to achieve something. We got drawn to a very difficult group, but to not finish bottom would be lovely. I don't even know if that's an option anymore. I haven't looked. But I know we've got points off. We got a point off Northern Ireland first time around. I think. Can we not finish bottom? Is that an option? Change that one to league table. No. Well, maybe actually, if we beat Northern Ireland here, we will not finish bottom. Ah, look, Norway, bless. I'm recording this for the morning after England played Norway in the women's. I didn't get to go. That's the one I couldn't get tickets for. Deeply frustrating. Right, nothing really happening. Chucking in courage out there. We've gone with Caetano up top just to be a bit of a lump up top is basically what we're after from him. We've tried running at them a lot, but actually I'd rather have Eaton. Eaton's looked really good for Glacis this season, so let's give him a chance in the national team. There he is now. Steps in and intercepts beautifully. Lays one up the line to Galliano, who finds Shotton. Back to Mullen and Hoof. And it's the wrong forward, obviously, that he hoofs it at. Donnelly intercepted well by Beckwith, but it comes back to Ross, the EUROPA winger. Cross comes in, and it's headed just over the top by Fagan, and I'm going to have to open that door in a minute, and it's gonna negatively impact on the quality of the video, but you know what? I'll give you a refund, it'll be fine. Tactics, what have we got? Galliano's not looking great in the middle, he's also not looking particularly fit. I'm slightly worried about Reese, and some of these players, Reese, Murphy, Okiowu, they're clearly not getting game time, and that's a bit of a worry, because the season has well started at this point. Chuck Vincent in there. Wait, is that the one I wanted? No, I wanted Murphy, not Vincent. Idiot. Murphy in there. Yeah, just because fitness. I mean, it's the only international game we've got. For some reason, there was no friendly. I think the friendly got cancelled last minute, and I couldn't find anyone I wanted to play against. I think we were meant to be going away to Iraq. And, yeah, it got cancelled because they've got a playoff or something. Neil fires one wide, and we're actually hanging on a little bit here. Lewis to O'Shea. Lifts the ball forward towards Donnelly. Mullins should get there. Shotton gets there. Someone get there. Eaton's free up the line. We've pinged it long. Caetano's there. To Eaton again. Takes on Milligan. And it's well won. Donnelly to Smith. And, you know, for all the fact we've been in this game, we haven't really created anything. Harrison heads one into the middle towards Williams. Nodded down to Daly and finds Eaton. Bit of intelligent play here. Puts one out wide in front of Williams. Caetano's in the middle, and he is huge. Can we pick him out? Cross comes in to Caetano, and it's volleyed into the goalkeeper. And you have to say, what a save. Really. Eaton to take the corner. Driven in low, and it comes all the way through. I don't know how we haven't got something on that. And now suddenly it's coming back at us. Donnelly breaking up the right wing. Mullen should be able to marshal him well. And does beautifully. And that'll end the highlight. I'm going to chuck a berate out there, because I can. And then what have we got on the bench now? 60th minute. We have got Luke Reese, who's not sharp. But Williams hasn't been good either. And I'm tempted to just be selfish and take Eaton off. In fact, I'm going to be selfish. Take Eaton off for Eastwood. And I'm going to take Williams off for Reese. Because they're my players. And I want them for the Europa game in a few days' time. Basically. That's entirely amoral of me, I know. But... excuse me. Neil hacks a clearance away. And Beckwith will get there first, although he's only trotting. Beckwith down the line to Ramuni. Murphy to Beckwith to Daly. Nice little bit of play. Murphy with a poor first touch, and Donnelly will go around Ramuni like he's not there. And the goalkeeper doesn't really cover himself in glory, although admittedly it's a difficult moment to deal with. But we are now 1-0 down to Northern Ireland. And the worry is that we haven't created. I'm not too worried about conceding goal against Northern Ireland, but we've not looked threatening. We'll chuck it to very attacking. We'll demand more again. 10 shots, 5 on target according to the match stats, but I don't remember seeing any of them. Ramuni pings one long, and Reese doesn't compete for it. Brown. Well marshalled by Harrison. Ross. You could do with injuring him, I'm just saying. Smith pings one just wide, and to be fair, they've created a lot of very good chances. There's 5 to play. We're 1-0 down. Nothing to lose. Go for it. Donnelly to McKeown. Daly intercepts well. Caetano to Murphy. Daly to Reese. In front of Caetano. This could be it. To get back into it. Caetano into the bottom corner. Lovely finish, and it is 1 each. I need to try and sign that man. I really do. He's a very, very good winger and centre forward. Our apologies again for all the sniffles and crackles and things. Hay fever, and I think a cold as well. All of the things are going wrong, but it's fine. I've probably got whatever the sidekicks got, but... Chuck and encourage out. Can we get something off them in the last few minutes? I mean, it'll be 2 points, both off Northern Ireland. There are better qualifying campaigns, aren't there? Ball's lifted that way towards Smith. Mullen in a race with Neil. Smith again. How's it go? Poor goalkeeping from that angle, you have to say. And now it's 1 point. But never mind. We've competed with Northern Ireland, and to be fair, Northern Ireland are not a bad team. And we've competed. We've got a point off them. Not this game, the other one. Yeah, I mean, it's not a disaster, this campaign. Proud of you even if it wasn't to be. Let's go with that. A few decent friendlies to play. They're pleased that we were competitive, but unless in performances improve, they'll begin to search for my replacement. They've been saying that for 10 years. Right, can't bother with the press. Let's go find the Europa game, hold team meeting. How is you've all done fantastically at criticism? We've done okay. Good. Right, what are the next fixtures for Gibraltar before we get going? A friendly against Trinidad and Tobago in March. Well, by then we'll have the Nations League, right? Or we'll have the draw for Nations League for the second half of the year. I'll fill some more cheap friendlies in and we'll try and get some ranking points that way. Europa! See you there. Okay, so this is the side we'll put together for Europa. Yes, I know the door is open behind me. There's probably much worse sound, but you know what? Better than the lumpy puddle thing. And Yamu's in goal with Garner, Walker, Dover and Thompson along the back four. Willis and Kendrick in not the strongest midfield we've ever put out. Taraj and Eaton on the wings. Woods and Rickard up top. Now, partly this is hamstrung by eligibility rules and partly by the fact I really didn't want to play Williams. He's just been not quite right lately, and I think dropping him out for a big game like this might make a point. But yeah, the eligibility rule thing is coming back around them with a vengeance. So I'm going to go probably spend far too much money buying some players off Lincoln and Europa over the next transfer window. But that's the side we're putting out. Again, you know, media cliche time. Something's got to give. These two sides both on 100% record. You know, we can't both win the game. I don't know what to expect from this, to be honest with you. We've improved, but they clearly have as well. So, but we are looking very, very good this year. Rickard flicks one on. Wood might get there. Chases it back. Webb hacks it clear. Kendrick nods one down to Taraj. Is Caetano playing centre-half for them? Willis slots in and tucks it in the bottom corner. I think Caetano is playing centre-half for Europa. If so, that's bizarre. Caetano is playing centre-half. I assume that means that they've just absolutely messed the bed in terms of eligibility, and Caetano was the only player left. But we currently are top of the league with a perfect record and above Europa. I'm throwing a praise out, probably a bit too early, and Yanwu passes to Dover. Dover to Thompson, down the line to Taraj. Big ball forward. Caetano once again is back there, so yeah. For some reason, their lanky right winger cross forward is playing centre half. He's going to win a lot of balls in the air, so you've got to give him that. So he's not the worst option at centre half. Zajmi is through. Goalkeeper doesn't react, and luckily Zajmi can't finish because Anyanwu does not do well. Dover to Kendrick. Mrs. Willis. Kendrick has been a weird one because I really thought he was a good signing. Kuna chips it over the keeper, and that is the striker I want to play for Gibraltar, please. Yeah, Kendrick, he's had a few absolute nightmares at centre-half. He reckons he's a centre-half, not a centre-mid. In centre-mid, he can't really pass. At centre-half, he makes big mistakes, as we've seen live on the channel. And Yamu again. Okay, he's been chipped by Kuna, and there's probably nothing else is going to happen there. But maybe don't just lie down and let it happen. Throw an encourage out. Why not? Thompson to throw in. Here's Rickard. Kendrick. Back to Dover. Back heel to Kendrick. Taraj. Thompson. Kendrick again. Oh, it's poor again. Garner steps across and saves today. Walker to Willis. In front of Woods. That's a great ball. Woods cuts back to Eaton and is fouled. And Few clatters Eaton. And the penalty is given. Chris Eaton to score it. Eaton barely played last season. And I'm now starting to see that might have been a mistake. Chris Eaton, apart from penalties, which he's not very good at, Chris Eaton's a very, very good player. Like, winger, forward, the whole works. Very good player. Thompson throws him to Kendrick. I don't know who he was passing to then, but I bet it wasn't him. Thompson gets fouled by... Oh, tackled by Ross, not fouled. Richardson to Key. Richardson again. Booming ball forward. Here's Walker. Kendrick. Finds a white shirt. What are the chances? Thompson lets an early ball in. Woods is under it. Just over the top. We look really good. This is Europa. This isn't a nobody. This is the best side in the country by a street. And we're holding them. And some would argue we're better than them. Keep it up. Right. What can I do to get rid of Kendrick? Because he's annoying me and I think he's going to be the weak link. Woods to centre mid. But Kendrick is homegrown, so I need to bring on a homegrown, and I'm not seeing any on the bench. So it would have to be Eaton to centre forward. Are any of these players homegrown? I don't think they are. Oh! Wait, was I over the line for... No. Hawkins is homegrown. Interesting. Right, okay, then we'll scratch that then. Hawkins can go up top. Eaton can stay on the left wing. And we'll go with that. I like Woods in centre midfield. I think he's a better centre midfielder than he gets credit for. I've said this a number of times. Him bombing forward from centre mid and being able to finish scores us a lot of goals. And in a game like this, that's going to matter. Because he gets time to get on the ball. A bit like prime Wayne Rooney. Wow, Kyle Ross just passes one in the bottom corner. No one else saw that coming. And we're 2-1 down. Demand more. But yeah, the Rooney comparison is a bit of a stretch, I'll grant you. But the whole dropping deep and getting the ball and starting from deep number 10. And Yanwu, the ball was on your other side, mate. Your other left. And maybe they've just had a rocket at half-time. Toby Wilson crosses in deep. Few with the header. Ross has got to have been offside, surely. He was barely on the pitch. Yeah. '60th minute. We've made 2 changes, right? Yeah. Eaton swings in across. Dover with the header, and it's just wide. So close there. Webb to take a goal kick for them. Key. Out wide to Galliano. Not sure why he's at right back. Willis. To Taraj. Bit of space if he can pick the ball to Rickard now. He looks back to Thompson. Fair play. Willis. To Dover. All the way home. I mean, safety's one thing, but we are losing the match, guys. Oh my god. On the subject of safety, that wasn't it. Kuna goes round the keeper. I mean, you can't give him that. We've already looked at him enough times. Is that his hat-trick now? Certainly 2. We don't need to see that again. That's very frustrating. And that kind of error from a really strong attacking position, that's disgusting. Not okay with that. Oh, we only made the 1 change. I thought we'd made 2. My mistake. Right. Rickard is homegrown. We can't get rid of him. There's actually no one who I want to take off who I can. Woods is the only player on the front 6 I can take off. Oh, I hate these squad registration rules. Right, it's just going to have to sit then, isn't it? Garner has a poor game at left back. He can come off the Somerville. It's not the sub that's going to win us the match, is it? But there's no one I can sub in the front 6 because I have no homegrown players on the bench. Taraj wins one off Daly in the middle. Out wide to Staunton. Back to Daly again. Galliano to Pereira. Galliano back to Key, and they're just playing better football than us at the minute. I think to be fair, they've just had a rocket at half time from their manager saying, "What are you doing? Struggling as this." Like, Kuna is so far offside, he's not even the right postcode, so that one won't count. That took longer than I thought it would to admit, but that one won't count. But there we go. Daly has it in the middle to Galliano. Back to Daly, back to Galliano. I mean, those 2 in centre midfield, that's the future of Gibraltarian football, those 2 players right there. They're both south of 20. They're both brilliant players, and they play together. And Rickard turns and hits a screamer. Absolute beauty out of nothing. And we're a goal off him now. Eaton with a deep free kick. Floats it in. Can we get there with this one? It's headed away, but Hawkins will get there first. Hawkins to Somerville. Lifts it forward all the way through to the keeper. Not good enough. We're going to go very attacking. Webb bowls it out to Pereira. Back to Webb, and it's lifted long. Walker will have time and space. Brings it under control. Finds Somerville. Eaton. Somerville again. Woods to Eaton. Inside to Somerville. Here's Hawkins. Building well. Lunged in by few, and he's got away with that one. Caetano is actually on the wing now. Eaton has got sent off. Is that really what that highlight was about? Was Chris Eaton getting sent off? Okay. Any ideas, folks? Hawkins can drop to centre mid. Woods can go on. No, actually, Hawkins can just come back off. There's nothing else for it. Simpson can go on the left wing. No, Rickard can go on the left wing. Actually, good shout. Well done, game. Can you put him in the middle, though, please? Thank you. We're still going to go very attacking. See if we can poach that goal. I don't think we're going to, so. And it's a 3-2 defeat. And to be fair, we've done worse than a 3-2 defeat against EUROPA. I'll probably be back now in January. Thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed this one, please do like, sub up if you're new, etc, etc, etc. Quick look at the schedule. We have got Lincoln in there, but I don't think we'll come back to it. I think we're going to come back at the end of January when the league splits, transfers, etc. Thank you for watching. See you very soon. Bye-bye.